The incident with my dog happened approximately 5 miles from my home in an area where I had familiarity with since I was in my 20s. It's a nature conservancy area, which is actually considered private land. However, people are allowed to come and visit the land because it has outstanding ecological features, plants and animals, and habitat that people like to see who love nature. And that particular day was an unlucky day. A trapper had put some traps down on adjacent property to where I was, which happened to be private property. And apparently the story goes he thought it was a public nature conservancy spot. So I'm walking on a private nature conservancy piece of land. Next to it is a private piece of land, and he put the trap like on the very border of the private land, thinking he was somewhere else, a fourth of a mile down. And where he set that down, it was peculiar because there was an obvious human trail within, I'd say, 15 feet of where the trap was put down. So I always thought that was really odd that he did that. And I don't think it's particularly recommended. And in some other states, I believe Nevada, they got formal legislation to move traps at least 50 to 100 feet away from a human trail. And in Arizona, I was just reading last night that traps have to be a half a mile away from a campground, a picnic area, and a boat landing. So we don't have any laws like that, nothing whatsoever. A trap could probably be, I think it has to be 3 feet away from a right-of-way of a road. And it's recommended that it's kept away from trails, but it's not a law. Okay, so here we are out walking. It's a beautiful fall day again, a Sunday. And I really struggled with whether I wanted to go there or not, or wanted to go to the dog park, and I ended up taking them there. And within a matter of minutes, he sniffed something out, he was gone. I heard some weird sounds I'd never heard before, like rustling of leaves, and I thought that's kind of strange. He doesn't usually do stuff like that. And then I heard a cry. And then I heard another howling of a dog, and then I thought, what happened? Is there a bear, or what's happening? And I heard these cries, and I thought, what kind of animal is that? It was him. So, a matter of minutes were going by, and then finally I called out his name 5 times, and there was no answer, and then I knew that things were bad, because he will always come after at least twice of calling his name. And I walked gingerly over to see him in this very strange looking trap made out of wire, and his head was in it, and his neck was in it, and I tried to figure out how I could open it. I couldn't figure anything out without, injuring him or myself, and I could see that he was actually not going to make it no matter what I did anyway. It was too late. And he died. I saw his face, I saw his eye looking at me and kind of pleading with me, and of course there was nothing I could do. And afterwards, I didn't know what to do exactly. I went to the car, I got the cell phone, I called 911, I asked them if they could help me. I wasn't sure if they would. And they did come. They opened the trap. They said it was extremely hard to open, contrary to what trappers have told me, that it's easily opened if you know what you're doing. The 2 really strong sheriffs came and said they could hardly get it open. And then the game wardens came and picked up 3 traps sets, and they said they would be filing a report and letting me know, what they found, if it was an illegally set or legally set. And they did. One of them informed me that trappers have rights, which wasn't particularly appropriate to the incident, but we were just wondering why traps were set without flags or warnings, because the sheriff thought they should have flags on them, and I thought they should have some kind of warning on them too, but apparently that is quite contrary to the truth. Trapping is very secretive and is protected as a secret, so other people don't open the traps and confiscate the goods that are collected in the traps.